Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So basically this is how Black Spider-Man from Hot Toys looks before any modifications. Now I have done a video previously where I did the modification on this particular suit. What I did in that video was basically do muscle padding with black foam and insert it through his neck because I didn't want to unstitch the body. I was scared I was gonna destroy it, so I just inserted the black foam padding through his neck to make it more bulkier. Okay, and other than that, what I did was I sanded it down and reshaped his head to make it more accurate to the movie itself. I did modifications on his neck as well. The eyes were also 3D printed because the Hot Toys one are not accurate at all. So the STL file of this is also included in my previous video. If you want to see that video, you can go ahead. So basically that video is considered like a part 1 of this video. But after doing that mode, I realized that it still didn't look pretty accurate to the movie, so I wanted to unstitch the body and do modification directly to the body itself to make it more more seamless and more accurate to the movie, because then you have more flexibility to make it look exactly how you want it, because the inserting form through his neck, he is gonna go everywhere. You can't control where it sits on the body, right? So that's why I wanted to like unstitch the body, do the customization and modification directly to the body. Now I'm gonna show you my final result first, and then we're gonna go through the whole process. So starting with these eye lenses first, I'm not using 3D printed eye lenses anymore. I'm using eye lenses from the extra mask that you get with Hot Toys Toby Spider-Man figure. So the eye lenses on that mask are pretty high quality. They are not 100% accurate, but still they are far more accurate than the stock black suit Spider-Man eye lenses. So basically those eye lenses on that mask comes with like pegs behind them, but we can't use those pegs, so I'm just using a drummer tool to trim them down. So after sanding the eye lenses down, I basically made cardboard pegs and glued them behind the eye lenses to make them insert inside the sockets of the head. You just basically have to test the size of the holes in the sockets and make your cardboard pegs fit inside that, and if they fit, then you are just good to go. You just can glue your eye lenses on top of them and it should work. It's just plug and play at that point. And after this, the head is ready, and now we're gonna start modifications on the body. Now I suggest you unstitch the body from the left side of his body, because I think Hot Toys also, after assembling this figure, they stitch the body from the left side. So yeah, the seam is also very visible, so it'll be easier just to unstitch from the left side. Now here you can see the black foam padding that I have previously inserted through his neck. Once you unstitch this, you can just push the suit down until his knees, and then you will see the undersuit which is white color. So this white undersuit, you also need to unstitch it from the back side, which is also pretty easy. So any modifications you want to do, you have to do underneath this undersuit onto the body itself. Now for the body modifications, I'm using Tamiya putty. This is quick type putty which dries fast. It will still take few hours to dry, but I really like this putty. I have used this in my previous mods as well, so I highly suggest you can use this to do any type of body modifications. Now for the reference, I'm using this PC mode for Spider-Man by Agrofro, which is photoreal and quite accurate to the movie itself, so it was pretty helpful. Yeah, it's a good reference if you want to follow that. Now, could I have just swapped the body with a muscular body and be done with it? Yes, I could have, but I couldn't find a body that is accurate to this Spider-Man suit. So if I'm gonna have to buy another body and do customizations on it, then I thought, just why not I just use this body and do the customization on it and just save the extra money. I know this body is pretty limited in articulations, and you can't do many poses with it, but I think this is still a very good body. And the plus point is that you don't have to unglue the legs part of the suit, because if the suit on this Hot Toys figure is not one piece. The legs are separate piece and the upper body is separate piece, so bottom one you don't have to unglue and re-glue on the newer body, so which is a big plus point to use this body. You can just do modifications on the upper part of body and just restitch it and you're good to go. You don't have to mess with the legs part, right? But broken ankle joints are pretty common with this figure. I'm gonna fix the broken ankle joints in later part of this video. So yeah, if you really just want to avoid doing body and muscle modifications on this body, and you just want to swap the body, you can. It'll be easier, but it might not look 100% accurate. But of course, it's your choice. If you are following this and you just want it to be easier, you can just select a body of your choice and just body swap this. It'll be easier for you. The parts where joints are gonna move, right, like for example between the traps and the shoulders, I'm using like black foam with double-sided tape, because if I use putty, then the joints will not be able to move, and the range of motion is already pretty limited on this body. So I wanted to at least do some good poses with it, so I'm using black foam on between the muscles to still maintain the range of motion. Yeah, so I'm just doing adjustments on the foam padding and putty. You can actually sand the putty down as well for the smoother look if you want, but after you put the white undersuit on, it will look pretty smooth. So as you can see, the range of motion is still like original, so it's not affected at all, which is a good thing. And I have added the padding on the back side of his body as well, so it looks pretty beefy now. So right here I was pretty happy with how it looked, so I wanted to see with the suit and everything on how it looked. So now I'm just putting the undersuit back on the body. Make sure before you do this your putty is already dry and solid, otherwise you will change the shape of it. So I don't suggest you do this while it's still drying. Putting the suit back on is pretty simple because it's very stretchable. So you just put it same way, just bend the left elbow and put the suit back on. It's pretty simple. So this is the result, right? But I wasn't really happy with it because it still didn't look beefy and big enough to look like accurate how it looked in the movie, right? So I had to open it back up and redo the not redo, like add more muscles onto it to make it more movie accurate. So after this I'm gonna open right now it's not stitched, so I was still could open it pretty easily. So yeah, after this I'm gonna open it and add more muscles on the shoulder, especially the shoulder. If you notice in the movie, right, the shoulders are pretty big. The bicep and traps are not that big, but shoulders are pretty big, and neck and traps are also quite big. So yeah, I have to add more muscles there. The shape of eye lenses look pretty good. It's not 100% accurate. The movie version was thinner, but they look pretty good. Yeah, so first of all, I'm just sanding the body down. As I told you before, the triceps were not that big in the movie, so I'm shaving and sanding down the extra tricep and the bicep also to reshape them and reduce the size of them. And yeah, now as you can see, I have sanded down the tricep area quite a lot, and in that area I'm adding more shoulder muscles to make them longer and bigger. So shoulder will be quite big and long, and then of course the traps area also need to be beefed up more, and the chest area I will also be seamless and more bigger. Yeah, so as you can see, I'm using the wire cutter to trim down the tricep and bicep area, and in that area I will add the shoulder. I will extend the shoulder to make it longer, because in the movie it's quite long and big. So the bicep area is also now remodeled, and I've made changes, quite a lot of changes in shoulders and bicep area. Now as you can see, the neck area is seamless. Okay, so once the suit come on top of it, it will look seamless. Okay, and the shoulders are now quite big, quite beefy, so it gives it the V taper, as you can see. Now I've stitched down the body. Okay, and for the stitching method, I'm gonna put a video link in description down below. So if you are doing this, I highly suggest that you go and follow that video. It's very easy to follow and very clear, and yeah, it will explain much better than I could in this video. Now this is the final result after stitching it up. It looks quite good. I'm very happy with it. As you can see, the shoulders are quite beefy. It looks accurate to the movie. The proportions are great, and first and foremost, the articulation and the posability is still there. Eye lenses are good. They look good, but I'm gonna add silver color to them, because in the movie they were gunmetal, not black. But overall it's still a huge upgrade. If you see the stock figure and see this side by side, it looks like really big upgrade. And now I'm adding gunmetal silver to the eye lenses. You can use masking tape to mask the middle part down, and then you can add gunmetal. It's not silver color, but it's like a dark gunmetal type of color. So now I'm gonna try to fix the broken ankle joints. As you know, this is a very common problem with this figure. So all you have to do is like push down the legs out of the socket. If you push hard enough, they will come out, and then you just pull the fabric down. Unfortunately, I damaged the fabric a little bit, but I'm gonna fix it later. So the underneath there is like a rubber coating, and then if you take the rubber out, you will see the ankle joint, and most likely it will be broken inside. So you can just use super glue to super glue the broken peg, then it will be fine, and it worked like originally intended to. And then after this you can just put it back like it was originally. And now I'm trying to fix the damaged fabric. I'm just using a black cotton fabric, and then I'm gonna glue it underneath the damaged part, so from the front side it will look seamless. So as you can see, after gluing it works fine, and now time to put it back. To put it back, you just have to pull the fabric on top of the rubber. It'll be quite hard, it's not easy, but you can just keep pulling until it's all the way up, and then you can just plug in the bottom of the foot inside and you are good to go. And then the top part you have to glue it back, and then you have to push as hard as you can inside the leg, and the peg will, peg itself inside if you push hard enough, same the way you pulled it out. So here is the final result. I am really happy with it. The proportions are great, they look accurate to the movie. I am really happy how it turned out. The posability is still there, you can still make very nice poses with him, and it looks pretty great. So comment down below, share your thoughts. If you think I should have made any changes, please let me know. If you have any new ideas, any different ideas, you can also share. And please subscribe and like this video and share as much as you can, because it will help the channel. So thank you all for watching if you made it until here, and yeah, please support, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks.